You've given up eating hot flannels, have you?
Yes.
I noticed actually the old moustache.
It's a new moustache.
New moustache.
Yes. Well, it was a beard until yesterday, and I shaved the beard off.
Actually, just looking back on Rising Damp, I mean, Rigsby became just such a classic. What do you think was the appeal of Rigsby himself?
Rigsby himself? Well, I think a lot of people recognised his this curious ambivalence, when he, this idea of lusting after Miss Jones, but when the young men talked about it, he was very, very anxious to put them in their place and make quite sure that they didn't mention things that were a bit too near the bone. I mean, he was like Miss Jones herself. He was never quite sure what she wanted or whether she wanted it or...
True enough.
Yeah. I think people recognise this, the fact that he would say things to the men, oh, when I was here, when I was your age, women were sacred, you know, and now look at them, oof. And at the same time be saying, I wonder if you could possibly come down for a bit of...
Mind you, very early on in your career, in shows like Z-Cars and that kind of thing, you had
well,
a few...
that wasn't very early, that was quite late on.
Well, in television career anyway.
In television terms, yes.
But you had a lot of rather sinister roles at that time, which earned you a somewhat unusual title, did they not?
Yes. Well, not the Z-Cars so much as I did, during the 60s and 70s, quite a lot of what are called one-off plays, single plays. And somebody used to send me press cuttings, which I used to read. And one of them said that a women's group up in the north had voted me the man you'd least like to be left alone in a room with, which I wasn't quite sure what to make of that, really.
Was your wife worried at the time?
Whether it was a compliment
yes.
or not, yes, my wife was a bit worried about it.
But series like these make us all laugh so much. What makes you laugh in turn? What's the kind of humour that appeals to you?
I used to like Jack Benny. Jack Benny is very, very... I love all the things... I suppose you admire the things you know you can't do, really. And I can't get laughs doing nothing. Jack Benny would just look... I mean, the great look at the camera, that absolutely wonderful turn, and that look was worth, well, literally millions of dollars. But the things that make me laugh, really, are, I'm afraid, are rather black jokes. I'm afraid I like sort of very...
Which you're not going to repeat this afternoon.
Well, no. I mean, I don't mean dirty jokes. I mean jokes which some people find distasteful.
Which you're not going to repeat.
Well, I like the story about which is I think is apocryphal. I've never found out whether it's true or not. About Arthur Lucan, who was of course Old Mother Riley, doing pantomime. And he'd been doing panto for 10 weeks in a matinee, and he's thousands of kids in the theatre screaming, "Oh, with an idea, with an idea, with an idea." He goes off back to the dressing room, a bit knackered. He's been doing it for these. Dies on the spot in the dressing room. A couple of minutes later, there's part two, Mr. Lucan, Mr. Lucan, Mr. Lucan. So the caller comes in, there's he, goes off to the manager, and the manager says, he's really dead. He says, dead. Oh my God, what am I going to do? So he's got to break the news to the audience. So he comes through the curtains, and there's kids still rushing up and down, buying ice cream, shoving it up the nose, you know. And he says, ladies and gentlemen, please, could I have your attention, please? There's a kiddies, please. Shh, kiddies, please. Kiddies, please, it's very, very serious. We've had a very lovely afternoon. Would you please be quiet? This is very serious. We've had a very lovely afternoon with old Mother... Kiddies, yes. We've had a lovely afternoon with old Mother Riley. And old Mother Riley wasn't feeling too well this afternoon. She worked very hard, and then she went back to her dressing room, and she sat down, and she didn't feel too well, and... I have some very sad news to tell you. Old Mother Riley is dead. And then there's one man, every child in the theatre. Oh, no, she isn't!
You know, I bet if
the only ones like that I know are worse, you see, so I can't tell you.
I was about to say that if I did a survey around all the gentlemen in the audience this evening, they would all envy you the job of throwing Cinzano down the cleavage of Joan Collins.
Yeah.
Do you regard that
Particularly
a bit
if you miss.
Well, take 39, is that
That's
it?
right, yes. Yeah. When you say, can I just rub that down to me?
Bit of one of the perks of the job, would you say?
The money, oh yes, yeah. No, Joan, a lot of people ask me, did Joan object? I mean, why should she object? She's being paid. No. We got on very well, not very well, we got on quite well. And I don't want to give anybody the wrong impression. We got on very well. I see I did. The series of adverts is finished. We used to see each other once every year for a day or 2 days, however long it took to make, and then she'd go back to dysentery. Well, that's terrible.
I keep expecting you to turn up on it. I keep thinking to myself, one of these days Leonard Rossiter is going to turn up in dysentery.
No, I've not been asked to go to. I've been to America a couple of times. I once with a play in 1962, and I went on for a film for Brian Forbes a few years later. But no, I've not been asked to do any television in America for a long time.
You mentioned old grandfather Wogan there, you know, the way he calls it dysentery. And in fact, you and I have something in common regarding great-grandfather J.Y., because he and I share a studio.
Jimmy Young.
Yeah. And his commode's in the corner and all of that. And I have to suffer that. But on the other hand, you had to bear you had to bear a singing J.Y., didn't you, at one stage?
Well, he was the biggest pop star in the country in the 50s, you know. I was in Pantomime with Jimmy Young in 1955. And, yes, you were just alive, weren't you? And you're older than you look, my dear. It was Robinson Crusoe, that's right, Hilda Baker, in Wolverhampton. And what was wonderful about it was he used to sing The Man from Laramie, and they tried to tell us we're too young. Those were his two big hits. And he wasn't actually in the pantomime, which used to annoy Hilda Baker intensely, because they had equal billing. And there was if I remember correctly, you may sue me, I don't know, but if I remember correctly, there was so much argument that they had to have two lots of bills printed, one Hilda Baker, Jimmy Young, Hilda Baker, Jimmy Young. But why she was annoyed was because she was playing Sissy Crusoe and was in the whole panto. I was playing two parts. I was Davy Jones in the first part and Man Friday in the second half. So that was green, brown all day, twice daily for about 16 weeks. In the first half, I used to give them the curse, and the ship would go down, and then the second half we'd go to the desert island, and I would take all my green clothes off, put black ones on, and then black up, and I was Man Friday. And I used to come on at one point. I never spoke. I didn't have any lines as Man Friday. I used to say, and make noise. And I used to come on with a map at one point and point at this map and go, and then somebody would have interpreted by saying, oh, Man Friday, Friday says the treasure's off over there. So I'd say, well, we'd all go running off. And then black curtains used to come in. And the stage manager on the mic off stage would say, and now the voice of Jimmy Young. And he'd walk on from the other side in black trousers, a cummerbund and a white shirt, and sing for 15 minutes, bow and go off, and the curtain would go up and we'd come and running in the other side. That's literally true, yeah. Well, so he did sort of 15 minutes hard work every night, twice a day, and went home.
Mind you, you're coming back into the West End, into a production of Loot. So is it very much another comedy role for you?
Well, it's a black comedy. Yes, it's a farce that was first done back in the 60s, and I'm really looking forward to it. Gemma Craven and 3 other excellent actors. Yes.